Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a project here today for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop and blog. And over on the blog this week, we're featuring projects using crepe paper products. And what I did was I just captured here a JPEG of a map from just using Google Maps. And what I did was I just use the snipping tool to capture this photo or a photo of a map showing Calgary to Waterton Park in Alberta. And in 2013, the summer of 2013, my husband and I drove out to Calgary, which was where our son was working that summer for a summer job when he was in university. And we traveled out there and we took Jordan on a little trip to Waterton. And this map just shows the distance between Calgary and Waterton. And what you can see that I'm going to do here on this map is I'm just going to take my thread and some embroidery floss that's kind of in a tone of reddy orange that kind of complements the products in this crepe paper here and there collection. And I'm just going to do a back stitch show on that little map showing where the distance that we traveled and where we traveled from and to for this trip. So now that I've got that back stitching and that stitching done on that little map, I'm going to go ahead and work on the rest of this layout. And so, like I said, I'm going to be using the crepe paper here and there collection for the rest of this layout. So that paper that's the base, which is that really cool pattern paper that's kind of like a pinky tone, is from that collection. And I'm just going to use that to create the rest of my layout on top of. And there's so many really cool pieces to this collection. This little vellum envelope that says Explore on it is part of a little pack of envelopes that are just kind of like all kinds of different types of paper and patterns. And they would be so cool if you were doing a mini book or something like that to use as little places to store mementos or to hide hidden journaling and so on. I actually could use another pack of those. I really love them. They're really neat. I think that's one of the neatest things that I love about crepe paper is the just kind of like different unique little bits that they put into their collections. And I just really love anything crepe paper. So this here and there collection is really fun. It is a travel themed collection, which works out perfectly for this layout. So you can see that the photograph that I've printed here is just so beautiful. I mean, the water at Waterton is just this really beautiful turquoise blue. You'd almost swear you were at the Caribbean. And you can see the mountain in the background, and that's a picture of my son and my husband just standing on the edge of the lake there, and it's just so pretty. So I'm going to be using all different bits and pieces from the collection, from the cardstock sticker sheet, from the ephemera pack. You can see that piece of vellum paper with the text on it that's kind of behind my map there in a strip. I just cut that strip off of the 12 by 12 piece of specialty paper that's the vellum from the collection as well, which is really cool. And then I'm just going to go in and add just a bunch of other bits and pieces, like that adventure piece there is a piece from the chipboard, from the 12 by 12 chipboard sheet, which you can just see to the left there that I'm just pulling another piece off of here, that little globe. I don't end up using that globe, but I've just kind of move it around there and see if I wanted to use that. I think I end up using the chipboard camera off of that chipboard sheet. I'm gonna just try to use some more of these little cardstock stickers here and there on the layout as well. And I just really love the rose gold accents as part of this collection too. I think it just adds a little bit of shine to some of the different pieces, like that sticker that I just put down there. And I think I just popped that up on a bit of foam adhesive. So you can see that some of the bits are raised up using some foam adhesive just to add a little bit of dimension to some of the different layers and make it look a little bit more interesting in that way. So I'm just going to take some of the other pieces off and just kind of try them out in some of the different places on the layout. And this layout comes together fairly fast simply because And I always say this too, when you're working within a collection, it just seems so much easier because everything is meant to go together. And it usually just makes the layout come together a little more quickly. So I end up using those little circles with the arrows in them on the side of the photograph to the right. And I'm going to use 3 of those, I think, in 3 of the different colors that I have used throughout this layout. So you can see there's a yellow, and I think there's a rose gold one there and a blue. I really love the colors that are in this collection too. Maybe there's even kind of an orangey colored one there. It's kind of hard for me to see. I don't have the layout here with me beside me as I'm doing this voice over. So you can see there that I added that little chipboard camera, and I also took a strip of the black patterned paper, just add a little bit more black on the other side of that vellum strip that's going vertically down the side of the layout. And I took some of the thickers from the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection, which are also rose gold, to add the word hour, and then the word hour and adventure will be the title for this layout. And I'm going to just add a little bit of journaling here with some journaling strips that I typed up on my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter. And I just typed that up and then just cut those into strips, and I will be gluing those down here in a little bit. I wanted to just try to add another one of those little phrase stickers that's from the cardstock sticker sheet, and this one is in rose gold, and I'm just going to add that to the left side of that yellow circle there that says Travel Life. And that is going to be almost it for the little bits that I'm going to add. I'm just going to stick a few more things down here that I have just sitting on the layout, and the layout is almost done. So the Scrapbook Nerd online shop has a ton of different products from Crepe Paper. If you go over to the shop and in the search bar, you can type in Crepe Paper, or there's actually a little spot on the bottom right hand corner of the website on the shop's main page where you can scroll down a list of manufacturers and see all of the different products from the different manufacturers. So when I did this layout, there was a ton of here and there product still in the shop. And if you are going to be going on a trip, or you want to document some travel photos that you've already taken, this collection is perfect. I absolutely love it. There are so many really cool bits and pieces to this collection. I haven't even scratched the surface with this layout with all of the stuff that is part of this. I didn't use any of the rub-ons, for example, which are part of this collection, which are over in the shop as well. So lots of options. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. And I will leave a link for the Scrapbook Nerd shop and blog in the description box below. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you back at my channel another time. Bye-bye.